Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I am pleased to be here as the Chief of the Calgary Police Service. I am honored, privileged, and humbled to have been selected for this role. I would like to thank the Calgary Police Commission for putting their trust in me to lead this incredible organization. I would also like to thank former Chief Constable Mark Neufeld for his 6 years of dedicated service to both the Calgary Police Service and to Calgarians. I know this change is sudden, and I wanted to take this opportunity to address Calgarians directly. I want to assure everyone in our city that the Calgary Police Service is dedicated to ensuring a seamless transition of leadership. The mission of the Calgary Police Service remains the same: to continue delivering exceptional public service and to help make Calgary the best, safest city in the country with the best police service. The coming weeks and months are significant for our city as we prepare to welcome leaders into Alberta for the G7 Leader Summit and prepare, of course, for our annual Calgary Stampede. Our service has been working closely with our partners to plan for both events, and this work will continue without interruption. I've got full confidence in the members and leaders in the CPS and our partners to manage these major events and ensure they are both safe and successful. Over the longer term, we have been open about the fact there are challenges facing our service. The biggest one being resource shortages across the service, particularly on the front line. Our leadership team has been exploring immediate solutions to address this over the short and long term to support the front line in attending calls for service from the public. We continue to look at ways we can modernize our service delivery and improve our overall service to Calgarians. However, this issue also needs to be addressed through growth in resources. I will continue to advocate for this and will be working closely with the Calgary Police Commission to address the needs of the service, particularly in the next 4-year budget cycle. During my time as Chief, I will do everything that I can to ensure our service is resourced to fully meet the needs of a rapidly growing city. Earlier today, Deputy Chief Chad Tawfik and Deputy Chief Raj Gill retired from the Calgary Police Service. I want to take this opportunity to publicly thank them both for their significant contributions to public safety in Canada. I wish them well in their future endeavours. I am pleased to announce that Superintendent Cliff O'Brien and Superintendent Asif Rashid have been promoted to Deputy Chiefs effective Monday, May 12th. Deputy Chief Rashid will be taking charge of the Bureau of Investigative Support, the one that I just occupied. Deputy Chief Cliff O'Brien will lead the Bureau of Community Policing, previously occupied by Deputy Gill. Executive Director Catherine Murphy has been promoted to Chief Strategy Officer and General Counsel. This is the civilian equivalent of a Deputy Chief position, and as such, she will be heading the Bureau of Organizational Performance, previously run by Deputy Tawfik. With this exceptionally strong leadership team, I am confident we are in safe and steady hands. In closing, I want to say how proud I am of all the CPS members that serve our community 24/7. I've got full confidence they will continue to provide the best possible service to Calgarians both today and moving forward. I want to thank all Calgarians for their continued support for our members and our service. We are honoured to serve you. Thank you. I am happy to take any questions you may have.
Chief, what are the main concerns you have aside from resources and operational concerns within the CPS that you think can be improved?
Yeah, thanks for your question. So as I said, definitely the resources and the manpower that we have available to us. We have a growing city, as we know, 10,000 plus people every month. And, we're working hard on our human resources. We have a lot of people, like many other agencies, like many other professions, that offer a variety of reasons. And so we're working with them and with other support services to ensure that people are able to come back and are supported in the work.
Are you satisfied with the culture within CPS, pertaining to inclusion, there have been issues, obviously, within the CPS that Chief Neufeld identified. Are you satisfied with where you are right now?
Yeah, thanks for that question as well. And so, as you know, it's culture is difficult and it changes. And so we've done a lot of great work and we've made great strides in improving our culture and being more diverse and being more inclusive. And so I would say that, every day we strive to do better and there's always room for improvement.
Chief, pretty significant changes in terms of the top leadership here over the last few days. What's the message to Calgarians? Is that going to change the way that they interact with the average police officer on a beat? And how is that going to maybe change internally at the top?
Thanks. So, no, you will continue to see the service that our members provide, exceptional service. And as I said, we're short on resources. And so some Calgarians, as we know, may experience a delay in response. And so we're aware of that and we're dealing with that. But you will continue to see exceptional service from our members out on frontline, in our investigative areas, and all of the other bureaus that do amazing work every single day, sometimes behind the scenes when we're all tucked in tight at night and there's lots of things going on in this city. Just exceptional work by many of our members. As I said earlier, the transition with this new leadership team, my goal will for it to be seamless and we will continue on. Our mandate doesn't change, our focus doesn't change. We've done a lot of work putting together our annual policing plan, what our goals are. We will still maintain our focus on those and we will come together collaboratively and we will work together to deliver the job that we said that we are going to deliver.
There's some pretty major events coming up here, the G7, the International Rotary Conference, and the Calgary Stampede. We're going to have hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of people coming to the city here over the next little bit. What does that challenge maybe the new leadership team in terms of catching up to what previous leadership was doing, and can you talk about the resilience of having those people step into those roles?
No, for sure. Thanks. So many of us have been around in this Calgary Police Service for a long time. I was fortunate to have a swearing-in ceremony this morning, a private ceremony where I had family and friends and all representatives from the associations and the unions. And one of the things that I talked about right at the beginning was I've literally grown up in this Calgary Police Service. I started out as a summer step student in the Victim Assistance Unit shortly after I graduated in 1986. Not that I want to give away my age or anything, but that's how long I've been around in this police service. And the individuals that I mentioned today, the majority of them have been in this Calgary Police Service. We've been through a lot of this before. These are resilient individuals, and Chief Strategy Officer Catherine Murphy comes to us with an incredible depth of experience and skill set, and will be an asset to the team. And together we will be resilient, and we will get through this.
Chief, can you speak more to Neufeld's resignation? We haven't heard too much about it, but obviously there's a lot of questions and rumblings given that it was early. And how would you describe your relationship with him? Are you sad to see him go?
Of course, I'm sad to see him go. He was my boss. He was supportive of me and just recently extending my contract last year. And so he did amazing things for this service. And so other than that, I'm not able to share anything. And so, but we had a great relationship and I wish him well in his future endeavors.
Is there a reason not to be more transparent about his leaving early?
As you know, that's a personnel issue and it's not for me to talk about.
Any anticipation of how long you're going to be in this role?
So, good question. And so, so technically, I am the intern chief, but as you've heard the police commission say, they're not in a rush right now, anyways, to go out and start a search. So for now and into the near future, I am the chief of police.
Chief,
Well, we continue to hear about morale issues within the Calgary Police. I guess how do you intend to address that in this role?
Yeah, thanks. And so with my team. With my team that I have put together, with the relationships through both associations, the Calgary Police Association, the Senior Officers Association, that I have got good relationships with both those presidents, as well as all of the union reps. And so as we know, things like that don't change overnight, and we will continue to work at that. We will continue to create a workplace where people want to come to work, where they feel valued, where they feel appreciated, and we will continue to listen and learn. We'll roll up our sleeves, we'll be at the table. We may have some differing of opinions, but people will be heard and their voices will be heard.
Chief, maybe you can explain the difference between an acting chief and a full-time chief, for folks who don't understand what the differences might be around that.
And so for now, I am the interim chief, and so not really I'm not being referred to as the acting chief. I am the chief of police, and so I have got full authority and full power thanks to the support of the police commission.
What has the reaction from the commission been, obviously, to meeting with you, and maybe what their instructions are to you in terms of going forward as you as the police chief?
Yeah, thanks very much. And so just the commission has been nothing but supportive. I'm very, very fortunate, as is my team, to have just a great group of volunteers and individuals who are there to support us and advocate for us and provide governance and oversight. So certainly we've had a couple of early conversations. It's early days. As I said, there's not much that's going to change. I'm anticipating that we will sit down and have a conversation about more specific mandates. But again, it will be seamless. It will continue to do the work that we have been doing and to continue to deliver the best service.
Can you speak more to the deputy chief's resignation? We did hear that they actually were fired and let out. Can you confirm that? And if that is a tie with Neufeld and just, I guess, the leadership at the top?
I can confirm for you that both deputy chiefs retired today, and that's all I'm prepared to say about that.
Obviously, we've got sort of like training scenarios that are already underway with G7 going on. Were you already a part of the leadership around some of that? And I guess how big of a priority is it for you right now?
Yeah, for sure. G7 is the number one priority. I mean, obviously competing priorities, but G7 right now is our number one priority. All of the executive leadership team have been involved in those conversations, obviously at different levels and with respect to different operations and so forth that's going on. But we have all been at the table. We've all had the conversations. That will be a seamless transition as well. There's a fantastic team of our members and other partners who are there. They've been working on this for over a year and a half.
And Chief, do you think that there is a cultural problem within the CPS?
I think there's cultural challenges. I think there's cultural opportunities. And I think that we are doing the best that we can with the leaders that we have. And we will continue to endeavor to make this the best culture and the best service.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have a question? Sorry, I know you just came in.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Can you just kind of take me over your statement from the top, just because I missed it, and then I might have one follow-up? Is that okay? Was there a statement off the top?
There was, yeah, so it might be better to get that off YouTube later.
Okay.
Yep, correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Sorry,
so-
then, I guess just following up on the few questions I heard, what kind of task are you taking on then here in terms of just the volume of big events that CPS is going to have to be managing and some of those difficulties around the budget kind of shortfall in those issues that council has addressed, but you're needing to also kind of figure out?
So sorry, what are the tasks that we're taking on?
In terms of the, the G7,
Mhm.
Big demands,
Mhm.
and then in terms of some of that budgetary constraint that was identified just prior to the chief leaving.
Thank you. So G7, Stampede are two big ones, obviously, that are coming up that I've already spoken about. And truly, we have big tasks in this service every day with the calls that we get for service and investigations and lots of other things that we do 24/7. With respect to the budget, as you alluded to, we have had the fortunate support to have our city council look at the $28 million shortfall budget that we have. Everybody knows what the result of that is. We're working with the commission to go forward with what the next plan will be around our budget requests, and then of course next year into the 4-year budget cycle. So we're already starting to put together a plan for that this far out, knowing what some of the shortfalls will be, and we will be coming forward with that with the commission.
And then just one follow-up, what can you tell us about the chief's departure?
And so, as everybody has heard, that the chief, in fact, retired from the Calgary Police Service, and that was his choice to do so.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks everyone. Appreciate it.